I think the government at the highest levels has to clarify, counter these so-called claims, because Pakistan is almost a failed state. They have a former prime minister in jail. The ISI and the deep state and the army control most of the decisions that Pakistan takes. It's a coalition government, a weak government, which has no credibility, because a few hours after the announcement of ceasefire, there was heavy shelling on the borders. So, what credibility do they have as a state to ensure in future there will be no violation of ceasefire, or they will not use the funds given by the IMF or other monies that Americans have promised in forms of expanded trade, that money will not be used to fund further terror organizations. So I think this hyphenation is something that we had left behind long ago. The attempts to again drag and put India and Pakistan on the same platform, I don't think it's a positive sign. And certainly, government of India must come out and clarify its stand. This attempt to internationalize Kashmir issue, the attempt to hyphenate India and Pakistan, is not something that is good for our foreign policy or for our global standing. We have demanded the government must answer. Um, we have requested for a special session of parliament so that all these things can be put on record. And there is no greater platform than the Indian parliament to unanimously speak out against terrorism, against Pak-sponsored terrorism, and the fact that POK is part of India. We must reinstate that. All these discussions that have been, in the talk right now about having a neutral site for discussing Kashmir issue, and the way that all of our decisions are somehow being pre-announced by other parties, that is also not correct. I think government of India must come out very clearly, and I don't think a spokesman, etc., would suffice. It has to be at the highest levels that they must rebut these claims, because in all I've seen, the prime minister addressed the nation, and all he said was all true. But he didn't once counter the US president. He didn't once say that he's not speaking the truth, and that the ceasefire was done on what conditions. Because I personally don't feel that the Pakistan state has the credibility to give such assurances.